What's going on, guys? My name's Cliff, and this is Higher Education's Podcast, the show where we sit down with lit people and we talk about lit things. Got a lot on the docket for you guys today. A lot has happened this week. Today's been a very meh day. Pretty much had to go to work and just get hounded. You know how Fridays go in customer service, especially with food. People always want food on the weekends. So if you guys are going out and you want some food, you want some food, basically, try and just go to the grocery store, home cook that shit yourself. We in a pandemic. You really shouldn't be eating out anyway. But if you have to go to a grocery store, please, patronize our store as much as you want. But it's like, go one of the bigger chains, let us sit down and chill for a little bit. We don't need a high rush every weekend. We could just be chilling, right? Goddamn, every Friday and Saturday I come in, I feel like I'm getting fucked at work. But speaking of people who aren't getting fucked, or at least doing some shitty fucking, one of the Real Wives of Atlanta, Cynthia Bailey, said that over quarantine, she was having sex. She was getting it in. A lot of people who were in couples were getting it in during quarantine. When you forced to stay in your house, you can't go out really. You just smash. You smash and then you eat soup and watch TV, I guess. That's what I hear. I'm not in a relationship, so I don't know if that's what's up, but that's what I heard is what's up. So over quarantine, people who were in relationships were getting it in. If you had kids, this made it harder. Cynthia Bailey said her quarantine sex was trash. Damn. Okay, so first of all, if I'm dude and I'm sitting there reading it and I was like, okay. Yeah, all right, I was trash. All right, yeah, cool. No, fuck her. Nah, but I really think not everything is for everybody. You out here talking to a podcast, talking about how you and your hubby get in. That's cool. I feel it's cool when you praising your hubby. Or like, if you like, yeah, we got to work through some stuff. Here's what we got to work through. Or you're like, blah, blah, blah. But like, I don't know, man. Sometimes you ain't got to let the world know that you having trash sex. Sometimes you can just not say anything. But she told the world, she was like, yeah, we was having trash sex. She said basically kids were involved, not in the sex, but kids were involved in the family. So they had to like be quiet when they had sex. It was like having sex at your parents' house. You'd be like, yo, don't scream, nigga. Like, shut the fuck up. Like the headboard be banging. You'd be like, yo, chill. Let me just slow stroke it. They had to do that all of quarantine in their own house. She said every time she left her bedroom, she felt like she was doing a walk of shame. Which, like, okay, you got to talk to your kids. Yeah, you got to talk to your kids. Talk to them about the birds and the bees. Be like, listen, the birds and the bees do this. So mommy and daddy about to go in the room and do this. And we ain't wrestling. Mommy's not hurt. Just don't come in. All right, you're going to hear some loud screams. Turn the TV up. Y'all ain't got a radio in your room. You can't turn the radio all the way up. Blast some music. Be like, mommy and daddy going to go have a dance party. At least if you can't talk about the birds and the bees, you could be like, yo, we finna go turn up in there. Don't come in. Absolutely not. Don't come in. Don't knock. We actually finna pretend that y'all don't exist. How about that? So leave us alone. You got to talk to kids about something, because trash sex is almost like I could have just not had sex. Like, you ever had some sex that was so bad that you were just like, why did I come over? I know girls out there. I know for all my ladies out there, I know you guys have had some trash sex, right? I know there's some men out there too. Like, I've had trash sex where I was like, bro, I could have just like entertained myself. And then I'd still be in my room. No gas wasted, no money wasted, no time wasted. Girls, you definitely know what I'm talking about. You went over to that nigga's house and you smashed and you said, this was awful. Why did I leave my room? I got a whole ass cucumber in the fridge. I'm tripping. So we all know that trash sex sometimes is just like, we might as well not even do it. But if you in a relationship and you got the kids and now you quarantining, trash sex, no sex, or like, hey, fuck it, we going all out. All right. We wearing pyrotechnics. I'm getting lasers and shit. We getting surround sound. And that drowns out the sex noise. See, it works. It works for everybody. That's all I'm trying to say. She was tripping. She said I had trash sex, but she didn't need to have trash sex. Speaking of somebody else that's tripping, Dr. Dre's wife says, well, ex-wife now, says she wants $2 million. $2 million. I want $2 million too.
People think you gotta be rich to get a prenup. Oh no. You got 20 million. Your wife wants 10, big deal. You ain't starving. But if you make 30,000 and your wife wants 15, you might have to kill her. Shit, I ain't gonna move back with my mama because you ain't in love. You gonna have to die.
Now, here's the thing. In these cases where people get divorced and then the ex-wife wants money or the ex-spouse wants money, I'm for it. What happened when Jeff Bezos and his wife split up? She said, I need this much money. Why do you need that much money? Guess what? I have become accustomed to a certain lifestyle. To make me go from this lifestyle to another lifestyle will completely cause a culture shock, right? It sucks because it's like having money and not having money. Like, but listen, it's going to cause me psychological problems. I'm used to certain ways. I need those ways to be attributed. Chris Rock has a joke where he's like, Your Honor,
when it's time to get a divorce, women got it made. They go to court, start talking that shit. Your Honor, I'm used to this, I'm used to that, I'm accustomed to this. You go to a restaurant, you're accustomed to eating. You leave, you ain't eating no more. They don't owe you a steak. What about what the man's used to? What about what the man's accustomed to? And I would love to see a man go to court and say, Your Honor, check this out. You know, I'm accustomed to fucking her 4 times a week. Now I feel I should be able to fuck at least twice a week. I mean, she can have the alimony, but I want some pussy payments.
I feel majority of these cases, it's like run them their change. They were there to support you. They ran the household, took care of things that you were too busy building the business up to do. They supported you. And if they have your kids, now they got to support your kids. You can't have your kids go from rich and lavish to broke and poor. Like, that's not fair for the kids. So I have to upkeep them. So I understand it. But Dr. Dre's wife, she asked for a little too much. Like, she said, I need $2 million a month. That's too much. Let me tell you why that's too much. That's $12 million a year. A month? No, that's $24 million a year. Now, Dr. Dre's a billionaire. You can afford it. Absolutely can afford it. But you need $24 million a year? She needs $135,000 a month on clothes, $20,000 a month on a phone and email. What email costs money? That costs $20,000. What? You making calls out of space, nigga? What's going on? Why is your bill $20,000 for? You said that shit so slick. Phone and email, like email wasn't on your phone. You paying for some high grade military secure ass email server with $20,000? She is tripping a month. You got the whole block on the phone bill. What's going? And then it's $10,000 a month on laundry. Honey, they washing your shit with gold? What the fuck? And then $900,000 a month on entertainment. What the fuck does that mean? It's COVID. Ain't nobody entertaining nobody. What, you go movies? You see 10 movies a day? Holy shit. She is asking for entirely too much. Oh God, yo, don't run her shit. You can actually, I'm gonna be fair, right? If I'm the judge, I'm gonna say this. You get $1 million a month and $2 million a month. You get $1 million a month. You know what? I can't even lie. $2 million, it sounds like a lot. But you do deserve at least $1 million. What, 500K? No. That's something like a B-list celebrity would get. Like, you can't do that. Nah. Nigga, billionaire. I'm used to billionaire status. You need to run me my money. Not $2 million, but give me half of it. I'll take $1 million. I feel her. Travis Scott told McDonald's to run him his money because apparently McDonald's and Travis Scott are partnering. Now, McDonald's really hasn't partnered with like a big celebrity since Michael Jordan. Like, they partnered with JT to make the theme song, but like really since Michael Jordan hasn't been like a big celebrity being like, come to McDonald's. It's all like B-listers. But like, why would big celebrities go to McDonald's? You feel me? Like, McDonald's is trash. It's that place I stop at because I'm hungry and they put crack in their fries. So I get them. But like, it's not good food. And a celebrity's going to put like high octane things in their body. Why they're not putting McDonald's in their body. So they're not going to just be like, let me just cut a check. No, I'm going to cut a check with vitamin water or Fiji or, you know, a salad like Caesar somewhere. I don't know, not Caesar salad, but somewhere where they like, yo, like, cut me a check where I could eat at the place. Like, I'm not going to cut a check and then walk away, which is what they probably do. But Travis Scott was like, nah, we about to get the trappy meal. Travis Scott has a meal with McDonald's. You can go get a bundled Travis Scott meal. It comes with a bacon quarter pounder. You get medium fries, barbecue sauce to dip the fries in, and a Sprite. Do it come with lean too? No? Okay. But you can do it come with a little Travis Scott to it? No? Okay. But, it's a dealership. Or it's a deal, not dealership. I'm lit, yo. I'm lit and tired. I apologize. But it's a deal. And apparently they was like, yo, like, we come be the face. We sell some burgers in your name. I'm here for it. It's a $6 meal. Can you swap the drink? Does it have to be a Sprite? That's my only question. But Travis Scott is happy about this deal. He's so happy that he is putting up McDonald's merch on his website. He's got t-shirts, which I think are really cool because they're using like the old style, the McDonald's logo on the t-shirts. Got a pair of jeans on there for way too much, and it's got the arches on the back pocket, and I'm like, all right, that's cool, I guess, but still too much. The one thing I would buy though, he's got a big old body pillow on there for $90, and I was finna cop that. It's just a McNugget body pillow, and I was like, all right, see, that's ingenuity. I fuck with that. You know what else I fuck with? Football's back. Chiefs and Texans played last night. Texans kind of got mollywopped. It was like 31-14 or 31-18, something like that. It wasn't good. It was worse than the score showed. But before the game, the Texans stayed in the locker room to be like, yo, like we're not gonna kneel, but we're also not gonna stand for the national anthem. And the Chiefs team linked arms during the national anthem. And then the Texans came out the locker room. You would never know from the game, but the Texans came out the locker room, and then the Texans and Chiefs locked hands. And then they had a moment of silence for all the black people who have been gunned down by cops. And then KC fans were just like, boo. Boo. How y'all niggas so ignorant? What are you booing? Are you booing? Get politics out of my sports. This league is 80% black. Your quarterback, as much as you can try and pretend because he's a little lighter shade, is black. The other team's quarterback is black. It is a league where, like I said, majority of the people are black. So fuck politics, right? If they're not even saying like, it's just a shame that these black people are dying. Why are those black people not allowed to feel ashamed that those black people are dying? Why are you booing? Number two, you don't like black people. You don't want to hear them being talked about. You think those people are criminals. So why are these dudes who are here for my entertainment praising criminals? If that's the case, shut the fuck up. I wish I could find all these people who thought that way so I could go and remove every form of entertainment from their house. Be like, yo, look, that book, can't read that. Nigga, you can't do anything. Can't watch that TV. Can't listen to that music. Can't watch that movie. You can't do shit. You better just sit there in a room, twiddle your thumbs. Be racist or don't be racist. You have multiple options. So I was like, you just ruining football coming back, yo. They letting the teams like put decals on their helmets that have the logos like end racism or Black Lives Matter, or they can put a name of someone who's fallen. I think that's really cool. I think that's really hopefully going to bring change because these owners, as I've said before, are billionaires. Like, niggas be like, what do you want the owners to do? They just own a team. You know how much money it costs to just own a team? Niggas don't just own teams. What? Have you ever just come across a nigga who was like, yo, what you do for your job? I just own the Dodgers. Niggas don't just own teams. Like, you have to have at least $1 billion to own a team. You can be part of owning a team, and you have to at least be a millionaire for that. Niggas don't just own teams. They just own a team. Nigga, what? They just own a team and an airline? What do you mean they just own teams? I feel like I'd be going crazy out here. You know who else going crazy out here? Torey Lanez. Apparently this nigga texted Apparently this nigga texted Meg the Stallion after he shot her, and he was like, my bad, yo, I got too drunk. I didn't mean to shoot you and all that. He said nothing about the shooting, but he apologized afterwards, which really, when I said there was no reason, there's nothing Meg the Stallion could have said to warrant her being shot. And now we find out she probably didn't say anything because drunk people take things wrong all the time. Oh, and he was driving while drunk. possessing a gun and shooting someone while drunk. Like, come on now, man. What are you doing? Ruined your career. It's crazy. These texts came out. TMZ was like, yeah, we saw them. We saw them. They are real. It's like, no one asked you, TMZ. Like, regular news sources be like, a source said. TMZ was like, nah, nigga, we saw it. That's why when Chadwick Boseman died, I was really happy TMZ did not report it. Usually when a celebrity dies, like when Kobe dies, TMZ reports it. And it's got to be gut-wrenching to, like, be home and then you're just like, who died? I was just I didn't even get a call from the fam. The fam is at home. Like, so TMZ is trash, but when Chadwick Boseman died, that wasn't announced. But, like, I don't know. I just think the things TMZ does is funny. Especially right here, and they're just like, yeah, Torey Lanez, piece of shit, right? Here's some more proof. And it's like, thanks, I guess. It just felt weird. It's like, all right, fuck this nigga already, but fuck TMZ too. Keeping Up with the Kardashians is a show that I'm going to randomly talk about. 14 years and 20 seasons, regardless how you feel about the show and about the Kardashians, these niggas got money, all right? And these niggas got talent. Well, what is talent, right? Kim Kardashian got famous off a sex tape. No, people have sex tapes and they're released, right? So let's think about this. If you had a sex tape out, who the fuck is watching it? Like, not OnlyFans or anything. You, regular Joe, and then her, regular Ashley. Y'all have a sex tape. You release it. Who's going to watch it? Maybe your friends, maybe your coworkers, maybe people who know you. Why? Because those people want to see you naked, right? But strangers, maybe a couple strangers, because people are weird, but strangers will watch it, but not a lot. It's not like you got famous off a sex tape because, like, yo, she's fire. But no, you gotta work to build that fame up. Like, there has to be other things that happen more than just a sex tape. Like, it can be like the spark, be like, and then someone sees you later and they're like, oh, I know you from that sex tape. But, like, nah, then you gotta work at it. Like, Kim Kardashian was following around Paris Hilton when she was at spots, and she was like, oh, I'm going to be over there, so I'm going to get photographs with her, get my picture up, people know me a little bit, and then you release a sex tape, you know, saying, or it gets leaked. Either way, you can't, because if it gets leaked, then that's not even you releasing it, that's you on the defense. You, nigga, lemons and the lemonade right there, you was like, all right, that sucks, that's a shame. But now people see my face and my ass and everything else, but they still see my face. Now I'm recognizable. Boom. Guess what? This face, this sex tape, gets us a TV show on E for 14 years. Bank. Tell me that's not bank. That's bank. Genius. And then now it's done because 20 seasons. There are only 2 scripted TV shows that have been going on longer than Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The Simpsons and Law & Order SVU. 2 goats of shows, by the way. It's just so many seasons. Like, Family Guy's up there with 18 seasons. Nigga, what do you do? What do you do with 20 seasons? You just, it's a show. That's a wrap. Call it quits. Be like, all right, listen, we going. Eventually, too, you can keep milking the show. But how much is it for declining ratings? When you're invading your life, at a certain point, you gotta just walk away from the table and be like, yo, like, pockets full, you know, stomach's full. We everybody, the fam eat, we happy. Let's be out. That's exactly what's happening here. I applaud it. Even if I don't like the show, I applaud it. I applaud this move. Just be out. Walk away from the table. I mean, they still gonna be in the public eye because Kim is married to Kanye, and this nigga out here walking on water like Jesus. Yo, dead ass. I knew it was a platform underneath him, but I was like, this nigga Kanye is so extra. But also, that's my favorite story from the Bible. They basically, you know, the apostles and shit about to go on a little cruise. And Jesus is like, all right, I'll meet you guys there. I'm going to go up in the mountains and pray. So they get out in the water, and the wind and the water and the waves and shit, they're scaring them. So they get out the boat, and they see like a figure walking out, and then it's Jesus. And they were like, hey, Jesus, what are you doing out here, nigga? Like, are you walking on water? He's like, yeah, come join me. And Peter's like, nah. He's like, yeah, come on. So Peter comes out in the water and he's like kind of walking on it at first, and then the storm scares him and he fucking falls in the water. And Jesus picks him up and he's like, I got you, nigga. And he leads him back to the ship. And I was like, that is That's a wild ass story. Why though? All right, my second favorite story from the Bible, right, is where these dudes got a friend who's paralyzed, and they want him to meet Jesus as Jesus can do one of these miracles on him. But they get to the place where Jesus is at. And the spot's bumping, so they can't get in. It's crowded all around. So they take this nigga to the roof, and they cut a hole in the roof and lower him to see Jesus. I was like, yo, those homies are down for the cause. I need people like that. You need people in your life that are going to cut a hole in the roof for you so you can see Jesus. And Jesus saw him and he was like, and nigga, you should walk. Why he did some spooky shit like, why would you need to walk? Well, you could already walk. It's like, what, nigga? Ah! Like, nah, something stupid like that. But yeah. I don't know how we got, oh yeah, Bible, Kanye. Back on track. I don't know. Gotta make sure this shit stays tight. Speaking of some shit that should stay tight, apparently OBJ liked to get shit on. Odell Beckham Jr., the football player, apparently, allegedly, likes to take poop to the chest and likes dirty, dirty women. And I was like, what? What happened? Wait. Huh? That's a hell of a headline to read. Dirty, dirty, like, huh? Say like dirty like mud, or like dirty like body, like what dirt we talking? So Chief Keef's baby mama went on a podcast and she accused Odell Beckham of liking poop and liking to be pooped on. And
yes, he loves to be shitted on.
Ooh.
Okay, that was my first time ever. Okay, he wanted me to come on a plane. And he was like, make sure you don't have any underwear. Don't take a shower for 24 hours. I'm like, damn, what the fuck you on? But he was like, take a picture. This is how I got flown out. He was like, take a picture of me. You shitting. So I was like, all right, fuck. I can do that. So I took a whole video, bitch. What you want? I was like...
a lot of other gross shit. That was foul, yo. Like, why would she come out and say that? And then she said she did it. She was like, yeah, you know, I did it. I sent him pictures of my poop and shit. It's like, why? That's so weird to me. I feel like even if like Beyonce was like, hey, we trying to smash, and I'd be like, all right, cool. And she was like, but you got let me poop on you and then send me pictures of your fecal matter or fecal movements every couple minutes. I'd be like, no. Sorry. This got too weird. I don't know what celebrities be up to, but you know what? I don't want this anymore. I thought I did, but I had a total change of heart because I don't fuck with poop. I don't care how cute, how hot, how rich you are. I don't do poop. Oh, God. I was just like, yo. And then Odell Beckham posted on Twitter or on Instagram. He said, can't knock me off my pivot no matter what shit gets thrown my way. And I was like, you cheeky bastard. But speaking of another shitty situation, in 2007, there was this couple in Bosnia, right? And they was having marital problems. And they were like, all right, you know what? Let me just go see if I can get somebody else on the side. You know, they went on an internet chat forum. And they both met somebody. And eventually, they both met up with those people. And they got to go to dinner. You know, dude was like, I'm going to wear a purple shirt. Girl was like, all right, I'm going to wear like a blue dress. And they get to the table. And it's each other. And they just sitting there like, you talk for no, there you go. Oh, no, me? Okay. What the fuck? Like, how do you even, like, that's crazy. Like, okay, one, are you soulmates? Like, that's wild that the universe was like, y'all two fuck niggas can just go, like, you went around the world. It's on the internet. That's not like you went to the coffee shop in your local neighborhood that y'all frequent and you both bumped into each other. That makes sense. Nigga, you went on the internet. And now my second thought is like, okay, so you're both married. You obviously have similar taste. Probably went to the same forum. Probably talked about the same hobbies. And, you know, that's how you met back up. But again, doesn't that mean you perfect for each other? Really? Come on now. That's like, God was like, see, y'all niggas, what? You should probably go to therapy. If you run into your wife when you meet up with a person you're about to have an affair with, and your wife is similarly about to also have an affair, I don't think you should break up. Because the universe put you back together. I think you should go to therapy for sure. Talk about these issues. And then if you gotta break up, you're probably gonna get back together. So I don't know what to tell you. That's just crazy. They really was like, please, universe is like, psych, nah. It really is dubious, yo. Like, but speaking of some dubious shit, in Jacksonville, Florida, of course, it's always Florida. It's always fucking Florida. In Jacksonville, Florida, this interracial couple was trying to take advantage of Corona times and see how much their house was worth. So they got their house appraised. And now all the houses around them are like, $550,000 to like $350,000. Nice houses, 1-2 bedrooms. Their house is like 3-4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, like is bigger than theirs. So they get the house appraised. The house gets appraised for $300,000 or some change like that. And it's like, whoa, go back. How did my house get appraised for equal or lower value than these other houses that my house is better than? And the wife, who was a black woman, had an intuition. So she was like, let me try something. It's fucked up, but let me try it. And she deblackified her house. Took down all the black shit, you know what I'm talking about. The one painting where everybody doing this. That was in there, you know what I'm talking about. She took down that painting, took down the little elephants, the little giraffes, the little statue of the mom holding the son like that. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about when I say deblackified the house. They deblackified the house. When the addict pulled down pictures of the husband's family, this old white dude, she photo edited pictures of just him and friends and family and took her out of the pictures. And then she took the son to Target to go shop for the day. The bank saw that appraisal and they went, that's way too low. Send the second appraisal. So the second appraisal comes out while they're at Target. So just the husband's there. And it gets appraised for 40% more. They deblackified her house and it got appraised for a higher value. That's bullshit. When we talk about there's institutional racism. There's things that it's regulated. Don't be racist. You can't be racist when you're appraising someone's house. That's like an actual rule. It's a law, but you can't stop someone from up here thinking racist thoughts and then putting a number on the paper that's not fair, but he didn't write, and this is why, because you're black. No, he just put a number on the paper and said, this is what I thought your house is worth. And it's wild too, because he was rude when he came in. He saw the wife working in the home office and he was like, oh, I'm surprised you're working in here. It's like, nigga, what do you mean? What, you thought I was gonna be on the corner selling crack? Like, why you surprised I'm right here in my office doing office work? That's crazy. We in a pandemic, everybody working from home, and you thought I wasn't gonna be working from home. What? Okay, cool. Apparently, it's not even like just to poor black people. Not poor, but it's not just to small black people. It happened to D.L. Hughley, who had his house appraised, and it was appraised for $550,000, the same price that he bought it for 3 years ago, when it had no furniture and without the additional stuff he put into it. I'm sorry, I'm getting mad, but he was equally mad. How the fuck you gonna charge me for some shit that I added on to make it better and it's the same price? That doesn't make sense. The bank's always like, yo, why y'all fucking with our money? That don't make sense because the bank owns those houses. And they're like, you're fucking with our money too. We know how much that house is worth. Go do that shit again. And so he got his house appraised for he got his house appraised for $150,000 more. Ended up selling it for $770,000. So it's just why are y'all hoeing us like this? Stop. You know what? Maybe we should not. You shouldn't be white if you're gonna appraise a house in the South. That should be a law. That should be a law for sure. Can we make that a law? I definitely feel like that should be a law because otherwise, niggas just gonna keep getting their house appraised for a value that's way lower than they deserve. Speaking of black people getting hoed, this little kid was on class in Zoom, and he had a wall of Nerf guns, which I think are fucking dope. And he was trying to show them off. Nerf guns don't even look like guns; they're brightly colored and bulbous. But it came on screen. And the teacher said she even knew it wasn't a gun, but she thought it was. And the school called the cops. Cops came to the house and gave the kid a warning. And then the kid was just like, what? And then the school was like, oh, you're suspended for 5 days. So he had to miss a week of school because he had a Nerf gun in his own house. Dude, I'm not crazy in thinking that's fucked up. You can't police me. You can't. You can police me in school. If I had a Nerf battle and then one of them slipped in class, and then I was like, oh, yeah, that's my Nerf gun. And you pulled it out, and it's it's a Nerf gun. If I got sent to the principal's office for that, and they were like, why'd you have a Nerf gun in school? And, oh, my bad, I was in a Nerf battle. It was in my backpack. Oh, well, do you know that can elicit violence, and it's treated as a weapon? Why? It shoot foam. If anyone has ever rigged a Nerf gun to shoot anything harder than salt, please show me. Because that bitch should be shooting foam and suction cups. And you tell me that's dangerous? If you sent me to detention in real life, in school, I'm heated. I'm suspended because I had a Nerf gun in my room where I keep my Nerf guns. I had a Nerf gun where I keep Nerf guns. Nigga, where you want that shit? Locked up in a gun box? It's a Nerf gun. Oh, they be hoeing us out here, and people be like, oh, there's no racism. Nigga, what? This nigga had the cops called on him for a Nerf gun in his own house. I'm heated. Heated like the California wildfires, nigga. Yo, one of these fires, by the way, was started because of a gender reveal. They brought this big smoke machine, and they lit it, and it caused a fire where they tried to put out with water bottles, which thankfully they're not assholes. They're working with the park rangers and shit. But like, all right, one, we over gender reveals. How about this, right? Because how you gonna dictate who your baby is? Just let that shit happen down the road. Instead of gender reveals, right? We get a party, or we get turned without vices, weed or alcohol, or because she's pregnant. So if she can't get turned, I can't get turned. So we have a party, we all get turned, soberly. But it's not like a wedding shower or a baby shower. It's not like a gender reveal either. It's just like hey, my baby is coming. I don't fucking know. Like, it could be something else, or like, hold on, let me think. It's not like a gender reveal, It's like hey, can people not have genders? I think so. That's non-binary. It's okay. Give me a second. We about to make magic here. Give me a second. So, it's not a gender reveal though. It's a baby reveal. What are you having? A human. I'm having a human. That's what it is. It's a human reveal. Because if that bitch come out a donkey, then it's something else. But you can have a human reveal. What's your baby? It's a human. See, that's what we on now. Human reveals. All right, and instead of throwing, this can cause some drama. Instead of throwing the color blue or pink, you throw whatever color the baby gonna come out. Does that work? Is that something, guys? I think we found something. And I'll trademark that. If you see that shit on Twitter, let me know, because that's mine. Human reveals. Throw the color of the skin you think the baby's gonna be. Y'all for that? Let me know if y'all for that. You know what I'm not for? COVID hugs. Y'all heard about COVID hugs? Apparently, this nigga in Walmart was going around giving people hugs, saying COVID hugs. Took something out dude's hand. He was like, here, give me that. Then hugged him and said, I have COVID. Now you do too. I'm like, what, nigga? I already got it. Might as well square up. Like, how the fuck you gonna just... First of all, I don't even like being touched. And then when COVID happened, people bumping into me, I'll be ready to fight. Be like, yo, sir, 6 feet. Please. Why are you up on me? Like, I'll be in Wawa ready to throw hands. But like, nigga, just... Nigga, if you don't go in the bathroom, take off your mask, get a deep breath, and collect yourself, then back the fuck up. Like, if you hugged me, nigga, and then said COVID hug, we scrapping in Walmart right there. First of all, if I got a gun, I'm shooting you. I don't even got the patience to throw hands, watch you get knocked out. I'm just gonna shoot you. You gotta die. And the police are like, well, we got a warrant for his arrest. If you find him, let us know. Even if he doesn't have COVID, it's still against the law. Because if you're selling fake cocaine, you can still get charged with selling real cocaine. Nigga, kill that man. Fuck jail. I want to see him dead. Not really, but like, still, don't touch me. I'm one of those niggas that's like, don't touch me. You be at parties, niggas. That's why I hate going to parties. Everybody always bumping into you. I'm one of those niggas that bump into someone and be like, my bad. It's a party full of my bad. At a certain point, I'd be like, nigga, move. I just get mad. All right, so don't touch me. That's the point of that. All right, guys. Going through my shit. Seems like I ain't got no more topics to talk about, which means we are on to the final segment. You already know what that... Do you already know what it is? I feel like you don't. Yeah. Gotta tell you about this, man. Won the lottery, turned the sand, had to go and get back the band, had to go and make some errands. Man, got all the money, thought he was rich and had all the honeys. His life, it turned to dust. He had a big truck, that shit turned to rust. Thought he had it all, thought he had to go and ball, thought he had to go all the way. and his life turned to 10. Thought that shit was metal. He had to go and flip the level. Talking about this dude whose life fell apart. Talking about this man shooting at a dart. Talking about this man losing out a cart. Talking about this man, he had the shart. Horrors of the World with another shitty freestyle. Horrors of the World, we're talking about the lottery. And I'm not talking about these little tiny scratch-offs, all right? I'm talking about the big jackpot. Hitting the lottery can be a big negative. Now, we're not talking about the money you spend to hit the lottery. We're talking about what happens when you win all of this money. So it is kind of an open secret that winning the lottery can cause you demise later in life. Anyone who wins 9 figures from the lottery is doomed. And if it's 8 figures, you're fucked. 7 figures is still a little risky. I think 6 figures is the perfect amount to win from the lottery. So try and win 6 figures. Nothing more, though. Big time lottery winners are susceptible to so many more things than non-lottery winners. Homicide is 20 times more likely. Homicide by family member is 120 times more likely. Niggas not just out here killing family members unless it's over money. Or a girl. Or a guy. Drug overdose, kidnapping, bankruptcy. That's a lot. Basically, your biggest enemy in this whole winning the lottery situation is yourself, right? You saying, how? It's all the other niggas that want money from me. Guess what? Those niggas coming to you because you have the money. You are the problem. Even if you can't handle your own money, these dudes are coming to you saying, guess what? I can. I can handle your money better than you can. Give me some money. I'm going to show you, then you're going to give me more money because I'm going to lose all my money. Sometimes it's just friends or neighbors or family, and it's not malicious, and it's not evil. It's just like, yo, you got money. I have never seen that type of money. Please, can you help me out a little bit? Niggas be asking for money just off the cusp. Like, they be like, because people live lives, and people don't have access to money like that, and people who don't have access to money like that don't know how to treat that much money. So they just see, and they're like, yo, the pocket money to you was life-changing for me. John Whitaker, aka Johnny Cash, is the poster boy for this epidemic of lottery winners. West Virginia native won what was at the time the highest jackpot lottery, $315 million. Bruh, I'm off the grid. Fuck West Virginia. Nigga, we gone. Hawaii. Probably not island. I don't fuck with tsunamis. We gonna go, Utah, nigga, just chilling. I'm gonna build my own range, like 315 million. And so what the lottery does, right, is they say, all right, we can give you this as annuity every year and shit. You just get this money. It's like, I don't know, it's not the same. Or you can take a little pay cut. And he took the pay cut and have it all at once. And it was like $170 million. So their cut is actually a decent bit. They said, we're not giving you the whole 300 million. You can have half. We can give you the whole if you wait just a little bit. Just let us get the money. But you cannot have the whole 300 million at once. So he took that money, though. And basically he said he was going to live as if his life had never changed. Now, he had owned a contracting firm. So this was actually possible. His net worth was about 15 million. So he could actually live life the same as before. Just bankroll that money. Keep it in the bank. And you just have the money that you have. It's possible for him. But personal challenges and tragedy would follow him along the way. Now, of course, when you have this money, people begin to ask you for money. People would stalk where he went to eat breakfast, and they'd be like, my wife is sick, or I have a business idea, or I have bills, I can't afford to pay him, and I got kids. Hounding him while he's just trying to eat his eggs. Eventually, these people find out where he lived, and they start knocking on his door, and they're like, yo, let us in. We need some money. Just everything, every type of sick cause you can think of, people ask him for it. So he had to hire off-duty cops as security. Then the letters started pouring in like Harry Potter. So he had to hire 3 people to sort through his mail, all people asking him for money, and they basically just saying the same thing they said when he was at the door and at the diner. Nigga, we want money for these causes. So the cashier that sold him the ticket, Brenda, gave her $44,000 and bought her a house. She was chilling. But apparently there was a rumor going around that, oh, the cashier who sells a winning check gets 10% too, which that makes no sense. It's random. Why the fuck? Or they picked the number. I just printed out a ticket and took your money. But people believe that, so she was stalked and she was hounded and she had to move and basically change her whole life because a nigga he won the lottery at her store and she had to leave. That's crazy. His car was broken into twice. First time they sold $500,000. Second time they sold $200,000. Bro, why you got so much money in your car in cash? First time it was drugged. And the second time it was his granddaughter's friend. But he just got hoed twice. He said, fuck it. My money's getting robbed. I might as well give it away. He wanted to give $10,000 to the city. He's trying to do the right thing. He said, here's $10,000. Make the city more handy-capable. They said, give us more. We've seen you spend more in a strip club. What, nigga? You just gonna rebuke my money because you want more? That's not fucking fair. It doesn't even if it doesn't corrupt you, it turns the people around you evil because they know you hit the lottery. Here's your name. You were in the paper. That's why this nigga showed up in a fucking, what's it called, mask? Scream mask, because that's wild. You know about to turn my life upside down because I got some money. He eventually put his money back into his company, tripled his net worth. And then he gave $14 million into a charity that he set up because he tried to be nice, because he was trying to do the right thing. He gave money to his family. One of his granddaughters had a beach house, and then, he owned it, but he bought it for her. She had a party in it. She died. Her boyfriend overdosed. Some people walked over him to steal their stuff, and then the cops called, and the boyfriend's family sued him because he owned the house. He had to settle out of court for that. He's losing money because he's trying to be a good person. He was stopped by cops, just harassed. Johnny Cass was hassled by the law relentlessly. In an 18-month period, he was stopped or cited. In an 18-month period, he was stopped 250 times and cited. That's wild. Not only am I targeted by my neighbors and my family and the community, it's the cops too? Oh, because y'all want new shields. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God. His wife couldn't handle it. She filed for divorce, which tied up his assets. He tried to go gamble it off at the casino. His assets are tied up. Check bounces. Now he's getting sued by the casino. Now he's broke and jobless. And life is worse off than when he won $315 million. How, Sway? How? That's just one example, though, right? Wrong. Here's some list of examples. Billy Bob Harold Jr. won $31 million. In 1990, Billy Bob Harold Jr. won $31 million in 1997. He committed suicide in 1999 in wake of incestuous requests for money from friends and family. He was last stated saying, winning the lottery is the worst thing that ever happened to me. William Budapost won $16.2 million in 1988. In 89, his brother hires a contract murderer to kill him and his sixth wife. Damn, you was on 6 wives? You killed the other 5? I can't count. The landlady then sued the brother for a portion of the jackpot. Okay, no. Then, before he can be killed, his landlady sues him for a portion of the jackpot, and then he's convicted of assault for firing a gun at a debt collector. He was declared bankrupt and dead by 2006. Evelyn Adams, he was declared dead and bankrupt by 2006. Evelyn Adams won $5.4 million. She actually won twice, once in 85 and once in 86. As of 2001, she's poor and living in a trailer home. She gave away most of her money to gambling. And it just goes on. Jeffrey Dampler won $20 million in 96. As of 2006, he was kidnapped and murdered by his own sister-in-law. Ed Gilstein won $8.8 million in 93. As of 03, he was dead. His wife has all of his debts. As of 04, his wife sued his own daughter, who claimed she was taking money from a trust fund and going to Vegas with it. There is no way Absolutely no way to win the lottery and make off good with it if you win that much money. You have to hide it. Okay, so I'm saying there's no way, but someone actually made a way of what to do. So we're going to look at his steps and see what to do if you ever win this much money in the lottery. Honestly, people are evil. Holy crap. So, 1, do not declare yourself the winner. Don't tell anyone. This urge is going to be irresistible, but do not tell anyone. You tell your mom's telling everybody. Don't tell anyone. Get a lawyer. Right now, go get a lawyer. If you win the lottery and you see your numbers, get a lawyer right now. Don't even go cash that shit yet. Get a lawyer first. Take the lump sum. That annuity rate is really pathetic. It's like 4.5% annual return. Don't take it. Don't let the state give you an allowance. Just take that shit. And then decide, write down with you and your lawyer what you're giving your family. Write that shit down and then keep it that way. Don't give anyone cash ever. No cash. Tell them you can't buy houses. Can't do shit. I will put money in your account. My attorney will handle that. Personally, I don't want this conflict to affect our relationship. So that's how it's going to be dealt with. If you can't handle that, we have to go no contact. Don't hire an investment manager. They charge fees, and you probably learn that shit online. You're a smart person. Probably not if you play in the lottery, but you're a smart person. And then there's some other stuff too, like have a safety net. But yeah, basically follow those steps, and your life won't go completely to shit because you won the lottery. All right, guys. That's been Horrors of the World. That's all the topics I got for today. Thanks for watching. My name's Cliff, and this has been Higher Education's Podcast. Peace.
And then we see Drogon blasting through the city.
In a chair.
And Shrek was pretty.
I maybe wash the shit off my hands, and then we peel it off.
I've heard of Blaine seem related to like boats and like, for example, how little compromise with evil is okay as long as it all works out in the end, right? Bop, bop. He had it with the shield. He said,
Everyone was flaming him too.
Fuck that, dude.
Everyone was flaming.
Hey, we racing the roof.
Like, do something if it means everything or whatever the fuck it said. I guess so, but
I never wanted you to worry.
I did. I'm so proud of you.